Hello, dear students. Good morning. Today's topic is paper. How is paper made? Paper is made in two steps. First step, cellulose fibers are extracted from a variety of sources and converted to pulp. In second step, pulp is combined with water and placed on a paper making machine where it is flattened, dried, and cut into sheets and rolls. Where does paper pulp come from? Paper pulp comes from forestry products, cotton and other natural fibers, and recycled fibers. Let's see one by one. Forestry products. Most paper is made from forestry products, usually trees. The most common of trees that paper comes from: spruce, pine, fir, larch, hemlock, eucalyptus, aspen, and birch. In most cases, the best part of these trees are used for construction and less desirable portions are used in pulp. Cotton and other natural fibers. Natural fibers such as cotton are used in some cases because its fibers are very strong. This makes it an excellent choice for documents that may need to be archived. This strength, combined with its unique feel, is why cotton paper is popular for letterhead and other corporate stationery products. Recycled fibers. Many papers include different types of recycled content. These include pre-consumer waste. It means paper waste from the paper manufacturing and printing processes. Post-consumer waste. It means paper waste that has already touched a consumer, like recycled newspaper and sawdust. How is paper pulp made? Although many fibers were mentioned above, forestry products, means logs from trees, are the sources of most fiber in paper pulp. There are three main components which must be separated to make a pulp, and they are bark, fiber, and lignin. The bark protects the fibers of the log, which are held together by lignin. The goal is to extract the fibers, and this is accomplished either using a chemical or mechanical process. Paper mills all work a little bit differently, so please keep in mind that these are generalization. What is a mechanical pulp? Since most paper starts as a log, there is a significant amount of a bark. Bark does not work well for making a paper, so the first step in the mechanical pulping process is to remove the bark from a logs. This excess material becomes a biomass energy source to help power the paper mill. In most processes, the logs are ground up using a giant machine containing a rotating disc and a fixed steel plate. Usually, heat and chemicals are used to aid in this process. Due to the brute force nature of the mechanical pulping, both whole and partial fibers are created. In addition, the lignin is not removed from the paper. This gives the paper a grey-yellow color. Paper made from mechanical pulp are also known as ground wood papers. The mechanical pulping process uses significantly more energy than is produced by the biomass power generated by the bark. However, the benefit is A very little wastage is nearly 95% of the raw material is able to be converted to pulp. Papers made from mechanical pulps are also known as groundwood fiber papers and are typically very cost effective. An example of this type of paper is newsprint. What is chemical pulp? Like mechanical pulp, the process begins with a whole logs. These logs are cut into small chunks of wood that are about 1/2 to 1 inch long and 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick. This is done with a large-scale version of the wood chippers that landscaping companies use. The wood chips are placed into a giant machine that combines them with really a hot water and chemicals. This helps remove air packets so that the chips will break down into fibers more easily. Next, the wood chip and chemical mixture is moved into a pressure cooker. The wood chip spent about 2 hours at nearly 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The combination of steam, chemicals, and pressure causes the chips to disintegrate. This leaves wood fibers and a liquid called black liquor. In the next step, the black liquor is removed. The remaining fiber is cleaned in a variety of ways and sometimes bleached to ensure purity. The majority of waste in the process is a black liquor, but these facilities typically operate in a closed loop system. The inorganic chemicals are recovered and reused for the next batch of a paper, while the remainder of the liquid, that is, natural biomass, is converted to energy to operate the plant. In most cases, this more power is generated than is needed. So, this creates an environmentally friendly power source for the local communities. Paper made from chemical pulp are usually brighter, smoother, and higher quality than their mechanically pulped counterparts. How does a paper making machine work? Paper machines are comprised of four primary sections. These are wet end, wet press section, dryer section, and calendar section. The primary purpose is to take a wet fiber, press them together, dry them, and then make them smooth. Here is a more detail on each of these steps. Wet end. Pulp is mixed with water as well as additional fillers and additives and then pumped onto a belt. This belt is typically made up of a mesh that encourages all of the fibers to go in a one direction. Much like wood, paper has a grain direction. The orientation of the fiber on this belt dictates the grain direction of the paper. This section of the paper making machine has at least one roller to push the fibers onto the belt to help make sure that the paper grains goes in the right direction. Wet press section. In the wet press section, the pulp moves off of the mesh belt onto a felt belt. While the felt belt used to be made of wool, these days synthetics are more normal. The pulp moves through a series of high pressure rollers designed to push the liquid into felt. As the felt rotates, it will go through its own drying station to remove moisture. Dryer section. Once the pulp enters the dryer section, it has started to take the shape of paper. This part of the machine waves the web of a paper through a series of heated rollers. Felt belts are also used in this part of the machine to give the moisture in the paper somewhere to go. Calendar section. The last part of the machine is called calendar section. It uses rulers mounted opposite of each other to put pressure on the paper and create a smooth finish. The more of these rollers there are, the smoother the paper will be. How do paper mills make paper glossy? There are several ways to make paper glossy. These include super calendering and coating. Super calendering is used to add gloss to less expensive paper made from mechanical pulp, while coatings are used to add brightness and shine to higher quality stocks. How does coated paper get coated? China clay as well as synthetic materials are often added to paper in order to make them glossy. This is done between the wet press section and the drying section. Not all coatings add gloss. Coatings also allow papers to be used in a variety of production processes, resist moisture, and many other scenarios. What is a super calendered paper? The final section in a paper machine is the calendar section. This is where paper goes through a series of rollers that squeezes the paper to make it really a flat. What makes a paper super calendared are a series of chrome rollers that spin faster than the paper is moving. If you can think of these rollers as tires on a car and the paper as a road, then the rollers are doing a burnout on the paper. Dear students, I hope you enjoyed learning how paper